Hello, my name is Philip and welcome to today's video where we will talk about hobbies. What do you like doing in your free time? I like reading, I enjoy skiing, and I love making grammar videos. And today we're going to learn about verbs. So, I love making grammar videos. How many verbs can you see in a sentence? Correct, 2. Love and making. In last week's video, we talked about infinitives and we mentioned something called a verb pattern. If you missed the video from last week, follow the link up here in the top right hand corner to go and watch it. When we put two verbs together in English, we need to do it in a particular way. And the way we do it, we call a verb pattern. Some verbs are followed by a bare infinitive, some are followed by a full infinitive, and some are followed by a gerund. A gerund is created by adding ing to the base of the verb. There are 3 ways to do it, and here is a quick revision. Firstly, we just add ing. So read becomes reading, ski becomes skiing, and study becomes studying. Secondly, if a verb ends in an e, we remove the e and add ing. For example, make becomes making, write becomes writing, and live becomes living. And thirdly, if a verb ends in a consonant, vowel, and a consonant, we double the consonant and add ing. For example, swim, swimming, run, running, and hit, hitting. And to make a gerund negative, we simply add not in front of the gerund. For example, I like not doing much on a Sunday afternoon. I'm just lazy and sit on a sofa. Oh, before we move on to the use of the gerund, here is your bonus fact. At this point, you might be wondering why I am talking about the gerund when making, running, reading is present continuous. Well, they look identical, but these two grammar forms have a different name. When we talk about a verb that follows another verb that is not to be, it is a gerund. For example, I love making grammar videos. They went dancing last night. Skiing is the best sport. We'll talk about more uses of the gerund in just a minute. When the ing form of a verb is after the verb to be, we call it a present participle. For example, I am standing. I was skiing yesterday, and we are learning about English verbs. Now, looking at the use of a gerund, there are 3 ways in which we can use it in English. Firstly, we use the gerund after some verbs. Like it's the case with some verbs that are always followed by an infinitive, there are some verbs in English that are always followed by a gerund. For example, love, like, or hate. There is a list of the verbs that you need to know for now in the description of the video down below, together with some examples, so go and check it out. But remember, the best way to remember them is to use them in a personalized setting. So I strongly encourage you to write a sentence that will help you remember them. Secondly, we use the gerund after prepositions. For example, he is interested in booking a dentist appointment because his teeth hurt. In is a preposition and booking is the gerund from the verb to book. Or I am thinking about buying a microphone so you could hear me better in these videos. About is a preposition, buying is the gerund. A new microphone like this one, for example. Or I have a special helmet for skiing. It's very protective, it fits very well, and it's specially designed to use when you ski. And thirdly, we can use the gerund as a noun, which can be used both as a subject or an object in a sentence. For example, listening to music is great. Listening is a gerund, and in this sentence it is the subject. Or we could say, one of my favorite hobbies is listening to music, where listening is the object in a sentence. And no, it is not a present continuous. It is just a noun. Or I like doing sport, for example skiing. Doing is the gerund, followed by a particular verb, and skiing is the object. Or we could say, getting up early is really difficult. Getting up is the subject, and the sentence is definitely true. As we mentioned before, a gerund is a verb ending in ing. However, we don't pronounce the G at the end of a sentence. For example, we don't say, I enjoy reading. We say, I enjoy reading. The sound in English is very nasal. We often write it as ng, but we do not pronounce the G. In order to make the sound, put the tongue as if you were to say and try to push it through your nose. So, reading. Let's practice together. Here we have a sentence. The n sound is highlighted in red. In some cases, it is followed by the k sound, which we do pronounce. I'm going to pronounce each word. Listen to me say it, and then repeat after me. We're going to repeat each word twice, and then the whole sentence together. Seeing, seeing, sing, sing, the pink, sing, sing, was exciting, I think, seeing, sing the pink, sing, was exciting, I think. And Sing the Pink is a British club band, though they don't really do much singing. Now it's time to check what you have learned. I'm going to ask you 5 questions. Pause the video if you need some time to think about the answer, and then check the answers, which will be in the description of the video down below. Question 1. How do we form a gerund? Question 2. How do you make a gerund negative? Question 3. What's the difference between a gerund and a present participle? Question 4. Can a gerund be an object in a sentence? And question number 5. Can you remember 3 verbs from the video that are followed by a gerund? I hope my explanation of the gerund was helpful. If it was, give me a like. And if you want to learn more, click on my face down here to subscribe, so you know when I release a new video. And if you want to have a full overview of verb patterns, click on the video over here to learn about the infinitive. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.